Hey, welcome back everyone. Hopefully everybody's doing fine. Thank you for showing up and being here. Yeah, finally from my kitchen. Like I told you, this is an extra bonus video that I'm doing today. And I'm hoping this is recording properly. Somebody asks me, he goes, oh yeah, which kind of mic are you using? Which kind of camera are you using? I go, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. So basically the camera comes from my phone. And I'm using my wife's phone as the mic going through this, and we'll see how that sounds. I'll merge both of them together. So if you see me like an old Chinese movie, my mouth moving and the sound is basically not coming out, you'll understand why. So without any ado, what we're here about to talk today is zero water. I waited for my daughter to bring me this filter, which she had, and I want to compare, I want to talk about these two meters today, the pH and the TDS meter, which is parts per million, which tell you how much nutriments and all this kind of good stuff that is in your water. Is it really true? Is it really valuable? I know you see a lot of medication there, but I'll explain a little bit more later on that. So before I continue, I'm just going to do a sound test and make sure everything is fine. All right, so we're back. Just the sound test is perfect. I didn't want to do all this for nothing. So basically, let's move this out of the way. And before I go and talk about pH in the water and how many parts per million you have in your water, remember I wanted to explain to you how an osmosis system works. Well, basically, in an osmosis system, you have your membrane, and this is over exaggerated already, but it's just to give you an example. But basically, an osmosis system has pre-filters in the front, carbon filters and all those things that will take out most of the heavy metals and what more that you may have from your well water. But then you have the membrane, and it's twisted, it's round, and water passes beside it, and water molecules go in. Remember our water molecule we talked about? Well, perfect size. This will go through and manage to make it through with the pressure of your water, which usually rounds about from 55 to 65 pounds, that you have for your water. And then you have calcium, fluoride, chromium, just an example molecule. Medication, trust me, if this was medication, it would be a lot more complicated than that. Even that perfume has over 600 products in them. This is only one molecule. So this would try to go through, it just wouldn't make it. So basically, would just flow away and keep on. It wouldn't go through your membrane. Same thing would go for sulfur. This is a sulfur molecule. Try to go through, wouldn't be able. So basically what we would do is we just have one little water molecule that's able to make it through that membrane in that circle thing. And then within the middle, it's pumped in as fresh, clean, perfect water. Obviously, calcium, magnesium, those kind of nutriments are stripped out of your water. Some osmosis system will add it afterwards. But you have a better idea of how that works. Without any ado, let's move forward and take a look at the zero water. First, let's use my tap water. Let's see how much. I took different glasses, so at least you guys see. Tap water, we'll let it evaporate a bit. And my filtered water. Trust me, filtered water, when you see this, zero water at 0 ppm, the price is this compared to the price of my filtered water system that I have. We're talking like the system I have is like 20 to 30 times the price of what this little thing may cost. So even you see parts per million in here, don't worry, I'll explain that. Let's turn on the meter. You'll have to go back and forth, but let's concentrate really closely at this time. Let's see, it's zero right now. Because this is like a gray surface. I'm hoping that the camera's catching this properly. Yeah, okay. Let's dip it in. Let's let it go. Let's put on hold. Let's take it out. It's at 49. Now I know in the States it may vary from 100 to about 250 because you guys have hard water in the States. But here, yeah, I mean, still it's pretty good. So let's remove off hold, put it back down to 0, dip it in here, give it a second or two, put it on hold, and we have 57. That's probably because of some of the carbons that I have in my filter. Okay, now, so we don't get mixed up with this, let's get rid of these. Okay, I'll need some Scotty paper, which I don't know where she put, but anyways, let's remove it off hold, put this back down to 0, and fill in 3 of these waters. I'm filling in 3 because these are going to they're going to get so messy that they will require probably another glass at a point in time. No, I didn't fill in that much, but okay, let's get rid of this. Okay, so let's take our meter. Let's go back in. To me, this is 0. I'll make you film in a second. 0. All 0. Okay, let's keep it in here. And let's press hold. There you go. It's 0. 0 water. So basically, what does that tell me? So it's supposed to strip out all the elements, everything that's inside and everything like that, out of the water, and you're supposed to have perfect, clear drinking water. That's not the case. That's not true. System here, I told you, costs 20 to 30 times more. Are you telling me mine's actually contaminating the water? No. It's letting some certain minerals, which are good for your health, go by. Most like magnesium or calcium. That's why the parts per million, which our tap water in Laval, Quebec, Canada, is one of the best waters that we have across Canada. It's letting that go by, and my water filter is seeing this, and it's not touching that, but it's stripping out the rest of the elements that it doesn't like. Arsenic, chromium, all those kind of bad things, lead or what. Okay, does this mean that it's stripping out lead and all that? No, not really. You know why? These meters work on parts per million. Remember what I told you about parts per million in video 6? It's like you have $1 million, you separate by $1, and you strip out $1 out of that $1 million, and that's what you have. It's reading that. Now, lead, chromium, which is bad for you, arsenic, work on parts per billion. So you have that, that's bad for your health. This is not measuring it. So basically, it's not very good for it already. There's not a good of things for it. Let's go a step further, okay? You'll love this. I got some strong stuff here, man. Tylenol, some stuff that I don't know, someone gave me. I was going around with old medication. I go, hey, you got any old medication? A lot of people are asking me, okay, John, what's on your mind? Don't worry about it. It's just for testing, it's science purpose. Gravol, Imodium, when you go on a trip. You even got some allergic pills. You got very strong eye drops when you get operated. Cofilac is a product which got morphine in it. Interesting. I'm not sure what this is, but it stops you from, when you finish an operation, from having some pain. And I have my good old CalMag bottle. Okay, so let's take 1 Tylenol. A lot of people take Tylenol. Let's crush it up. Let's dump it in here. Sit it on. Let's get these out of the way. And make a nice yellow, or not yellow, I mean red. Okay, these pieces I missed. Oh, honey, I got a drink for you. I'm just kidding. All right, on. Back to 0. All right, let me put this on hold. What do you see? 0. You know what? I'll let you know in a minute. So you could have this nice full of all Tylenol in your water. You'll never know. All right, let's remove the hold. Close this, save my battery. All right, what was next? Proctit, this painkillers. Got childproof on there. Just like that. Where's my crunching bowl? That's what it gives, basically, when it's all crushed up. All right, let's dump this in. Where's that shake? There we go. This water looks really clear and good to drink, doesn't it? One thing for sure, you're gonna sure feel good at the end of the day. All right, it's time to turn back on this meter. Oh man, this gets better and better. Put on hold. What do we see? 0 again. All right. Imodium. Yeah, this will take some tinkering because it's a gel. Just drop everything in there. Well, I'm sure gonna feel good after this. It goes through my pores. Should have been using gloves. Do a science video, but do a smart one. All right, here we go again. It's not on hold. Let's remove it off hold. Let's go back in. Whoa, we're actually getting a reading on. We're getting a reading of 8 on this. Woohoo! All right, let's remove it off hold. Goes back down to 0. Let's close it. All right, what's the next one? Gravels. Yeah, we all take that because we get sore stomach sometimes. It happens. This is a strong one too. All right, just put this here. Where's my cruncher? There we go. Gravol should have some stuff that would be conductive in there, so I would expect that to go up. Just a little bit. I would be surprised if it didn't go up. It didn't give me a reading. Doesn't this water look yummy? Looks like a pink, how do we say that, Kool-Aid or whatever they used to have. Yeah, it did go up to 15. Let's put this on hold so we could get a reading. Turn that around. Yeah, let's show you at least the reading proper. How about that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see it? Yeah, I see it. There you go. My son's filming for me, so I'll thank him for doing this for me. Yeah, let's take the morphine stuff.
The stronger this stuff is strong, it stops you from coughing, and it's a real drug. Usually it's 15 drops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15. Oh, okay. It's not more than 15 drops a day. And you can't take more than one bottle because you get addicted to that or you get back symptoms or whatever, but it stops you automatically from coughing. All right. Sound on hold. Perfect. Let's put this in. Yeah. That went up to 24. So up we're at 24. So this stuff is from somebody who has big issues for his kidneys and a lot of other stuff. I won't go into it, but it smells really bad. But they gave him another medication, even stronger. I'm gonna just drop everything in there. There you go. Boy, that smells strong. Even went down. Instead of 24, we at 24? We're at 22. Let me just pause this. Unbelievable. A few of these we're going to be right back down to 0. Listen, all I have to say about this is, are these meters good or not? I'd say the use for these meters basically is to be able to verify nutritional levels for your plants. If you're growing plants, you're very specific on some certain plants that you're growing and you need help on that, yes. If you're growing cannabis, these kind of things will need a certain parts per million in them of nutrition, which you put in. That's going to be good also. But basically, what these meters basically measure is the conductivity in water. So these medications don't have conductivity, or what I mean by conductivity is like electricity, you won't get a reading. So these medications, I could keep on. I could continue and show you that, hey, these medication, I could take all my medication that everybody gives me, and I might find one that has high connectivity and give you some reading. But if they don't, you'll always get 0. So basically, you'd be getting this in your water and still be reading 0. If I just take, these 2 glasses are at 0. Let's see if they still are. Yeah, let's clean this up because it's contaminated. Is it on hold? Oh, it's on hold. Okay. Okay, it's back down to 0. All right. Remember this? In one of my videos, salt will help your conductivity in your system for your nerves, your electricity. So come here, check it out. Make sure this is at 0. Let's hold it. Okay. What I'm going to do is add a pinch of salt in there. When I say a pinch, I mean a pinch. There. That's all. That's it. Okay. Let's add a little bit more. Oh, is it on hold? Oh, it was on hold. Okay. Okay. A pinch of salt. That's it. 1 little pinch. Hard water. this should go up. Magnesium, calcium has high cathons and ions in the charge that they have. There, I'm not going to put more than that. Oh, I'm making a mess here. Okay, let's take this off hold. Goes back down to 0. Case closed, my friends. I don't know what else to say. So basically, 0 meter just removes what's positively charged or negatively charged in your water. It's not because you're having perfect clear water. What does this tell me about this gadget? Is basically if you have one and you're not growing plants like cannabis or these special, you're not plant grown, give it to one of your kids, he'll have fun with it. Second thing is they're not precise. Like I said, the 3 worst things that you could find in your well water is lead, arsenic, which comes from a lot from well water. You have to check all the time, but they come by parts per billion. Yeah, I did talk about pH in a meter. Yeah, that's true. This is back down, calibrate. Back down to 0. I don't know what this is going to do with salt. Yeah, see, salt brings it up to 8 point something. I don't know. I won't be able to pause this because there's not a pause on this. Okay. And how about this one? Going back down to 0. 10 with magnesium. And where's that glass that we had before? That came from the tap. Even from my filter. Should it be at 7 at least? Down to 0. Yeah, probably some calibration should be required on that pH because usually it's 7.5. So it's because with all these minerals that are sticking to the cathodes on there, you know, these little measuring things. So yeah, pH is plus or minus important if you have a fish, you know, for your pH. But for us, I mean, usually your tap water may vary from 7 to about 7.5. If you got an osmosis system, it may vary from 6.5 to about 7. If you got a filter like mine, it doesn't take the pH away. It keeps it neutral at 7. Try to keep it at neutral at 7. And I explained that in my video 4 or 5, if I remember right, all about pH. So you could go back and verify that. If you enjoyed this video, guys, please help me out. Subscribe, hit that bell, and push that like button. And share if you found this interesting. All right, thank you and have a great day.